welcome to a special video, because today, or at least this month, my tiny little YouTube channel is 2 years old. Woohoo! Woohoo! So I thought it'd be nice to make a little video just saying what I've learned along the way. I've had a really good experience which I'd like to share. I should also say at this point, if you're expecting a do these 3 easy steps and you'll be monetized overnight on YouTube and make a fortune video, this ain't it at all, because I'm not monetized. This is just someone with a very cheap setup, having a laugh and wants to share the good vibes. Speaking of, one of the things that stopped me having a go at this for a little while was I thought I needed to spend hundreds of pounds. You just don't. Honestly, if you've got a smartphone, you're good. I already had an iPad as well, so I used that for most of the editing because of the bigger screen and as a second camera. You're sorted. I guarantee if you're watching this, you've probably got a smartphone, you can do it all on that. All I spent when I first decided to do this was 10 quid on a tripod. Brand new off eBay. 10 quid, free postage. And that was it. I then decided to get a second tripod so I could use my iPad as a second camera, and I virtually never use it. Oh, and the green screen. 15 quid. It's one of those that folds down to about that big, but I opened it 2 years ago and I've never managed to figure out how to fold it down since. It says more about me than the product, I'm sure. So, yeah, 15 quid on that, 20 quid's worth of tripods when I didn't need them both. So, should have really just spent a tenner, 25 quid, done. I've been fortunate enough to receive some gifts in the last couple of years, birthdays and Christmas. This rather fetching t-shirt was a gift from my best mate Andy. He also bought me the ring light, which I'm recording on now. And my youngest nephew Harry bought me a second ring light, which I've changed the holder thing on, and I use for my iPad when I want to use a second camera. Only other difference that you probably noticed in the picture is my microphone. This was a joint gift because it was about 65 quid from my mother and sister. It's one of these Rode microphones. You just plug it straight into the charger port. You can get them in USB-C or Lightning. It's the most expensive thing I've got, but equally probably the best, because my audio just using the phone microphone compared to this, it is a lot better. I'm not saying you have to spend that, you certainly don't. I'm just letting you know. And that's my setup, and I doubt it will ever change. So there you go. If you want to have a go, just do it. You've probably got in your pocket your phone. That's really all you need. Maybe a cheap tripod might be handy. And I wish I'd known that, because then we'd probably be celebrating close to the 3-year anniversary as opposed to 2 years. And I wouldn't have missed out on all the fun I've been having since I started. I started this because I found myself in a position where my health took quite a major downturn. Nothing serious, I'm not dying. Crohn's disease, bit of arthritis and joint trouble. I'm not making a video about health, so I'll leave it there. But it meant that I couldn't do all the things I used to do and enjoyed doing. So a friend of mine said, rather than just moaning and watching telly and playing games, get yourself another hobby, something artistic. And after realising he said artistic and not anything else, I thought, what a good idea. I'll have a go at drawing. But after many, many attempts, I learnt that all I can draw are stick men and women. And because I'm really stupidly immature, with a stupidly immature sense of humour, I always give them boobs and a penis. Boobies. So we scratched that one off the list. I then thought, I love music. I'll learn to play guitar. Too hard. And whilst I might disagree a little bit, I've been assured by many people that my singing voice is not good enough to share. I still think it's alright, but then I was watching YouTube one day and it suddenly hit me, why don't I just do that? I never had the idea in my head that I'm going to have a video go viral within a week and I'm going to become an internet famous millionaire overnight. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say no to some free fun coupons, and I would like to get monetised, but I'm realistic. And I was never going to be, well, if I'm not monetised in 6 months, I'm going to get the ump and quit. It wasn't the idea. So I did. I just had a go, propped my phone up on some boxes, recorded a video, had a go at editing it, realised very difficult, but carried on. You see, I wanted something new, not just to do, but to learn. And I'm not very technical. That's why I don't game on PC. I use consoles, because I'm bad at them. But I knew, well, I at least thought, I could learn it and I might enjoy it. And I have. The editing, for me, is probably the most fun part, because I'm learning a new skill all the time. I use Canva for my thumbnails and some of the little bits. I use iMovies, and I use something called InShot, which I'm starting to progress to more and more, because you can do more on that than you can on iMovies. I may even pay the £3.99 a month for the paid version at some point, when I'm ready. But those combination of apps are plenty, and they're free with paid options on 2 of them. And as I'm progressing, I'm not saying my videos are good. I feel good would be a very strong word. But my videos are better than they used to be. They're improving. I've gone from abysmally terrible probably to just low-level bad, which is a nice feeling. And when I do get a video, get say more than 100 views, I feel really good. It's like, yeah, I did that. That's pretty cool. And I've had some lovely comments as well. One of the things I was a bit concerned about was the old trolleys out there. I thought, well, you know, I'm a little bit geeky and I'm a bit fat. I don't really want to just log on the internet and get abuse all the time. But touch wood, I've not had that at all. Reality is probably because my channel is so small, why would they bother with me? Or why would they even find me? If it does happen, I'll just press the delete button and think to myself, well, hate watch is still a watch. Comment is still good for the algorithm, doesn't matter what it says. But so far, so good. The big surprise has been talking to the camera. Now, I've spent my working career in sales. I talk for a living. It's all I've ever known. So I assumed making the actual video, sitting in front of the camera, would be a piece of cake. First take every time. That was wrong. You see, it's very different talking to an inanimate piece of plastic and trying to make eye contact with the lens, I see you, than it is with an actual person, because there's no feedback. When you're talking to someone, you bounce off each other. You get the energy, you get the vibes, they say something, you can say something back. Whereas now, I'm just having a conversation with myself. Very different. And as much, again, as I think I'm improving, I am aware that I come across a little bit wooden at times, and I do come across quite serious on camera, which if you knew me in real life, you'd know is the complete opposite of who I am. I take very little seriously, because I can't see the point. Working on it, learning, growing. It's part of the hobby, it's part of the fun, growing and learning and improving. And the other thing I just want to say that I have discovered as a happy accident, don't get me wrong, now I've always been a gamer ever since I got a Mega Drive in the mid-90s. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my first home console game, and I had like the Tiger Electronics things before that. So games have always been part of my life. But since I've been making YouTube videos about it, I've learnt more about the hobby, and I'm actually enjoying it more. I'm playing games I didn't know existed, I'm learning more things, I'm tentatively getting to the stage where I might play with emulation, although might not be quite ready for that yet, scary technical computers. But it's definitely enhanced my enjoyment of my gaming hobby because I've learned more about it. And that's fantastic because it's a hobby that's always been with me, it always will be, and if I can get more out of it, happy days. So that's my little 2-penner, my little 2-year anniversary ramble. I will probably make another one in 2026 in another 2 years, and we'll see if I've improved any more by then. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, don't fight the urge. If not, hey, you've watched my video, and I appreciate it, genuinely. Until next time, ta-da for now.